Hey, hello there, and a very, very good evening. You are, of course, watching the Planet Cruise TV show. We are here every Tuesday at 8 o'clock. I am a bit worried, though, tonight, because we've got 10 cruises. 10? Glenn, help me. 10?
Well, the amount of stuff we just had to go through, it's going to be a busy show.
Isn't it?
We are doing a 2-hour show tonight, aren't we?
Say that again?
We're doing a 2-hour show to get everything in.
No, we've got an hour. It's going to be quick.
OK,
yeah.
Lovely.
Some of you regulars that watch us with a glass of wine, just take it steady, OK? Because there's a lot of information to take on board.
There is a lot.
But we've got some amazing deals, haven't we?
We have. We've got 6 brilliant deals coming up as normal, and then we've got 4 late deals as well, which is really, really interesting. So I think it's going to be something for everyone. Price range, taking you around the world, somewhere really good to go. So it's going to be a good show, I think.
And we've got some exclusive offers.
We always have some exclusive offers. But I just want to give a couple of shout-outs today, because a couple of people booked some cruises with me this week, and I said I'd give them a little bit of a shout-out. So I'm going to give Linda a shout-out. She booked the NCL Star this week. They're going out into Europe in a couple of months' time.
Lovely. And
also Hayes. Hayes booked the TUI Discovery 2, and she always watches with a glass of wine, so a big shout-out to her. So, but what I'd like to do as well, if anyone has booked cruises with us, it's lovely to see the pictures and put names to faces.
Definitely.
So if you've been on one of our cruises and you want to get in contact with us, contact us at hello@planetcruise.co.uk. That's hello@planetcruise.co.uk. Send us photos, tell us what cruise you went on, and it will be good to put some names on faces, and we'll put you on the TV.
And I'll put that email address on my Facebook page as well. So, yes, we will definitely get those pictures coming in. Now, if you've never watched the show before, we always get new viewers as well. Glenn works for Planet Cruise. He'll be in the call centre tomorrow, 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock sharp.
Bright and breezy. But the call centre open tonight till
10:30 till 11 o'clock, depending on how busy it's going to be. And it will be a busy show tonight.
Yeah,
so they're there, they're ready to go. So you can just give them a call. And again, if the deals we do tonight aren't the ones for you, then go onto the website. There's 16,500 cruises on there at the moment, so go on there and then we're pointing in the right direction.
I think we'll find something for you, definitely. But as I say, everything is on the Planet Cruise website. Don't forget, it is a different phone number for this hour. It's 0808 250 2662. And to make things easier, every cruise has its own ID number as well. But rest assured, you are in excellent hands with Planet Cruise. Multi-award winning and great feedback on FIFA. Always great customer service.
Good. And we like to keep it that way.
Yes. Well, we're going to start with... Look, we've got 10 cruises to get to, so we're going to start off.
Let's start
with our first cruise, which is with MSC. It's on their brand new ship, isn't it?
What ship is it?
Ship.
What ship is it, Sean?
Right, the Meraviglia.
Meraviglia. We've only been practicing that for 2.5 hours, haven't we?
But it means wonder.
It means wonder in Italian, yeah. Yes. And it's a beautiful vessel. Some of the guys have filmed on it in the last few weeks. Stunning. MSC ships are beautiful, and the price on this one is exceptional. So, new ship, great ports of call, really good prices.
Well, she is a brand new ship. You will have never seen her. So, are you interested? We're going to take you on board right now with our lovely Paul from Planet Cruise.
3 years in the planning, 26 months in construction, 35,000 tonnes of steel, and ushering in a new style of ship to MSC Cruises, Meraviglia arrives fully loaded with everything you could ever want in a family-orientated cruise ship, packed with incredible visuals throughout her impressive 19-passenger decks. However, the crown and glory has to be the 2-deck inside promenade, topped with a huge LED dome. From simple interior rooms all the way through to the incredible royal suites of the MSC Yacht Club, the choice of cabins on board Meraviglia is truly amazing. The ocean view cabins come with large picture windows, whilst the balconies and family cabins offer you the taste of the outdoor. For a taste of luxury, why not try a suite or a duplex? Both come loaded with more space than the standard options, or for the ultimate that MSC have to offer, there's always the Yacht Club. With a choice of 12 dining options, you could eat at a different venue every night. If you're a fan of Italian food, then Eatery Ristorante Italiano is definitely the place for you. Steak lovers need to head along to the Butcher's Cut, an American-style steakhouse serving select cuts of meat from around the world. If you prefer surf rather than turf, then check out Kayato's Teppanyaki restaurant and sushi bar. For those of you with a sweet tooth, head along to Jean-Philippe Moret's Chocolate Bar, where skilled chocolatiers create sweet masterpieces. If you prefer something a little bit more spectacular, then how about a Cirque du Soleil show? In the Carousel Lounge, you'll get just that, where you can be amazed by the acrobats while you enjoy spectacular dining options. With dedicated clubs for babies, juniors and teens, and with partnership with Lego and Chico, it will feel like a home away from home for your little ones. If you love nothing more than spending your time splashing about in the water, then check out the Polar Aqua Park with 3 twists and slides, the Himalayan Bridge, and a host of activities for all ages.
I tell you, that looks really exciting, really exciting. Cirque du Soleil on board as well.
Normally, we were just discussing it. When a new ship comes out, the prices are normally quite high
really
because
high
obviously that's what everybody wants to go on. But if you look at these prices, and I mean, that video should sell you the cruise before we even talk about it, to be quite honest. But once you see the prices, look, leading in from $549, including your flights, brilliant value.
We were just saying, I mean, we were chatting about that before. Saying we were both saying we'd love to do that one.
Really good, really good. And you can also upgrade to all-inclusive for £20 a day. That's done.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's breakfast sorted.
And also, if you wanted to stay maybe a couple of nights in Barcelona before the cruise, we can do that from just £50
per person.
Per person.
Told you it was good value.
It's honestly, this is an amazing way to start the show. So, where we're going to be cruising to? Well, we're going to fly you over to Barcelona.
So we're going to go to Barcelona, and as I said, you can have 2-3 days, depending on what you want to do. Lots to see over in Barcelona with the Nou Camp and Sagrada Familia. We talk about Barcelona a lot, but a nice way to start your cruise. And then from there, we're going to head down into France, into the south of France, to Marseille. Now, Marseille's beautiful. I was there last year. And again, when you're in Marseille, you've got the main harbour area which you can walk around. You've got the private yachts. To be quite honest there, we didn't do a tour. We just wandered around through the back streets. And it was a stunning port of call to go to. So Marseille to start your cruise. We then head back into Italy with our Italian cruise line, and we're going into Genoa. Now, Genoa, again, has got a great promenade area. You can make your way over to Portofino, which is beautiful with the pastel-coloured buildings. And the other thing I would recommend is maybe a trip into Genoa. They've got a huge aquarium. That's one of the focal points there in Genoa itself. The highlight of the cruise is going to be going into Rome. Now, again, if you look at the dates we're going on these cruises, this is like a winter cruise, so it's very, very busy this time of year. If you're going to Rome tomorrow, it will be crazy busy. But if you go this time of year, it's going to be quieter. Still be busy, but quieter. And, of course, you've got the Vatican Sistine Chapel, the Colosseum, lots to see there, and you've got all day in there from Civitavecchia into Rome. Then into Palermo, sticking with the Italian theme, you've got the Teatro Massimo, you've got the cathedral. Beautiful, beautiful coastline there as well. Now, it might be a bit chilly at that time of year, but again, picturesque area down into Palermo. We're on then to the old town in Malta. Now, we used to dock in Valletta, and it's a beautiful area to just wander around. Really good prices. It's still pretty cheap over in Malta, but the ships are back there now. And again, don't do a tour there, just wander around the back streets of Malta. It's beautiful.
Great.
And I really, really do like it over there. And again, maybe sample some of the restaurants and the cafes whilst you're there. Then a day at sea, that's at the end of the cruise, which is a bit unusual. It's normally at the start, so that's quite a nice way. You're into it, experience what the ship has to offer, and then back then into Barcelona.
Wow. Can we see the ship? One final time. So this is her maiden season.
Maiden season. It only got launched about 2 or 3 months ago, so it's going to be more or less brand new. And of course, MSC are the shipping company, so they are one of the biggest shipping companies in the world, and they've designed these ships. That they're bringing out even more ships. In another couple of years, they're going to bring out the biggest ship in the world, which we was just
you showed me earlier.
Showed you. But again, this ship, and if you can do it, go to the yacht club. That's your own private area, and there's loads included on this one.
Well. For under £550, you're going to be on board this brand new ship, her maiden season. And, I've never seen Cirque du Soleil. I've seen them on the TV.
I mean, other ships have the acrobats, but not Cirque.
No. This is, they're the originals, aren't they?
If you go and buy a ticket for a Cirque show, it's probably nearly as much as what
a special show they've put together for the cruise. You can upgrade, this is what Glenn and I would definitely do, to all-inclusive from just £140 per person. That's, £20 a day. And also, don't forget, if you want to spend a bit of time in Barcelona, you can actually do that 2 nights pre-cruise from just £50 per person. And return flights, of course, from London. Amazing that. But we're already getting sellouts to this one, just to warn you. So just give you a little look at the prices. We actually just sold out the inside before the show, didn't we?
We did, yeah. So we've had to take that off.
But you've got prices starting there. It's at $549. And I'll tell you what, not much more for the outsides or the balconies as well. Now, we were just about to move on to cruise number 2, but I'm just hoping, now we've already got 10 cruises on the show.
But that's not enough.
No, so apparently we've got Rob Cornish, is that right?
Rob Cornish is calling.
Is calling from Planet Cruise with another deal that's just come in. So we're going to be, that's going to make it 11 tonight. Rob, are you there?
Yeah, hi guys, how you doing?
Hi, Rob.
We're good, Rob. We're just a bit worried we're not going to have enough time to get to all these deals tonight. So, have you got a late deal? Is that right?
Yeah, just a last-minute deal that's just popped up. It's actually exclusive to us for tonight for the show this evening. It's just a 4-night taster cruise with Thomson, going out on the 13th of November. We've got a free upgrade to all-inclusive, and you fly from either Gatwick, Birmingham or Bristol into Malaga, where you then set off to Cadiz, followed by a day at sea, and then on to Lanzarote and Tenerife before you fly back to the UK. And we've got a great price on that with 4 nights, all-inclusive, starting at just $395 per person for an inside cabin.
£100 a day, including your flights and your food, your drinks, your tips, and everything.
And you're going to get some winter sun, Rob, as well, aren't you?
Exactly.
I love it. I didn't even know Thomson did mini cruises.
They don't. It must be a repositioning cruise that they're doing, and obviously they're giving it as an exclusive. So, you know, if you want to treat yourself in November and get a bit of sun.
Right, Rob, thank you. So we're going to have to wrap up because we've got a lot to get through. We've been told off. But so, thank you so much. So, 13th of November, yeah?
Yeah, that's right, yeah. 13th of November, 4 nights out of Gatwick, Birmingham or Bristol. Cruise number 119628.
OK, 119628.
And when you call in tonight, make sure you quote that number or say it was a phone call that's come in, and then the team will get it sorted for you.
So, 119... I've forgotten what I'm in.
Yeah, 119628.
Right, thank you, Rob. Thank you very much.
No, take care.
That's 11 cruises, then.
Yeah, right. 119628.
That's it.
Yeah. We better move on. So our next cruise, our third out of 11, is with Oceania. Oh, this is an amazing one, actually. I cruised them a couple of years ago. Their ships are beautiful. I mean, they're 5-star plus, aren't they?
They are. They're in the echelons of the top end, and they are 5-star. One of the things that Oceania's really famous for is their cuisine. They're second to none, and they are beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Let's just have a look. Yes, they are known by many to have the best food at sea.
They are, and I think they've just won awards again in the Travel Awards a few months ago. But again, when you go there, the whole experience with Oceania, they are smaller, bespoke ships, which are beautiful. And again, as I said, their culinary innovation is their flagship. The Polo Grill is beautiful, and even when you go into the main dining room, it's 7 or 8 courses every single evening. And again, the steakhouse, if you do like the steakhouse.
So Red Ginger was amazing.
Speaking to everyone, I've not cruised on Oceania, but they said Red Ginger is the best restaurant, or one of the best restaurants at sea.
Yeah, absolutely.
So again, I have some clients that I book regularly. They'll only go with Oceania. They book them every single time. And as I said, they are quality, beautiful, beautiful ships. Again, if you want things like the rock climbing and dodgem cars, this is not the ship for you. But if you want luxury, laid-back atmosphere, Oceania is second to none.
And you know, if you particularly love, you know, outstanding food. I mean, all cruise ships in general have great food.
Good food, yeah.
Yeah, but this is absolutely.
I think they actually have their own ranches that breed their own beef, and it's a fantastic ship to go on. And again, you are going to pay more money with this. If you look at a Caribbean cruise, you can get them cheaper with other companies, but you're paying Oceania's quality. That's what you're paying for.
And I remember a lot of space per passenger as well, actually.
They are.
Now, you will get free Wi-Fi, that's for everybody, but you also get a choice of other freebies as well. So we will come on to that, but you get a choice of either free drinks or
onboard
free excursions or onboard spend.
Yeah, so you pick one of the three.
So we'll come to that towards the end, but let's give you a little taster of where you're going to be cruising to. We fly you over to Miami.
Yeah, so we're going to fly...
There's a choice of regionals as well.
There is on this one, which is always good, because as I say, sometimes we struggle with this. So you've got a choice of regional airports on there with no supplement. And again, you're going to be flying over to Miami. That's where you're going to have the flight overnight, and that's when you're going to park the ship for your 12-night Caribbean cruise. Now, the first place you're going to go to is a place called Great Stirrup Cay in the Bahamas. Now, people may have not been here before, but this is one of the private islands. This is actually owned by a Norwegian cruise line that allow other ships to go in. Opposite that island, is Lesser Stirrup Cay, and that's the Royal Caribbean private island. But again, when you go on there, it's bespoke island for our guests to go there, relax, and it's not a bad place to spend your first day of your holiday, is it? Let's be honest with you. From there, we have a day at sea just to chill out, relax, take up some sun on those sunbeds. You've got loads and loads of room on these ships, so it's brilliant. Then we go to San Juan. Now, San Juan's becoming very, very popular with the cruise line. You've not only got that Caribbean feel, you've got a bit of a Latin experience. You've got the old and the new town. And again, wandering through the old town of San Juan with the old fortress, the back streets there. It's got a bit of history and culture included with the beaches as well. Then we go down into St. Bart's. Now, if you open up the newspaper in the middle of the winter, you'll see the likes of Kate Moss, all the supermodels, myself and you, just hanging out in St Bart's. It is the playground for the rich and famous, and again, when you're over there, you will notice this is class. Nothing's cheap over in St Bart's. It's one of the most exclusive places to go to in the Caribbean, but you have a chance to go there on the cruise. One of the highlights is St Lucia. Great times to go there. Off to see the pitons, which are the famous 2 mountain ranges they have there. That's one of them there. And again, the one I'd recommend on here, they do a tour where they do a land part in the morning and then a catamaran in the afternoon. So we call it like a surf and turf tour. But again, in St Lucia, whatever you do there, go over to the volcanoes and see them first, and then just cruise along the coastline. And Marigot Bay is a definite must to go and see. Antigua, another one of the great islands. I've holidayed there a couple of times myself. 365 beaches, they reckon, over there, one for every day of the year. And again, they've got that British influence. You've got the dockyard, English harbour, and again, there's so much to do there. They do the ribs, the boats that go around 360 around the island. Oprah Winfrey's still got a place there. Eric Clapton's got a centre there.
And it really is quite chilled, isn't it?
It is chilled over there. And again, when you dock, you're going over to St John's, and it's just beautiful. And St Lucia and Antigua are some of my favourite. St Maarten is very, very popular, divided into 2 between the French and the Dutch side. And again, good here for shopping. You see all the crew going out buying all their electrical gear. Just make sure when you are shopping over there, if you're going to get jewellery or anything like that, make sure you go to the reputable shops. Obviously, just make sure you're there. But a lot of people do the shopping there. If not, just chill out on the beach and relax in St Maarten. 2 days at sea to take in the ship, and then from there back into Miami.
And don't forget those days at sea. You know, if you choose the $600 on board spend, you might want to have some spa treatments, things like that, or do some shopping on board.
Exactly.
Yeah. But the ships are absolutely beautiful. I've been on the sister ship to the Riviera, and oh, I remember that. I remember the spa.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
And I say, you've got that money to spend, so if you want to treat yourself or treat the wife, you can do that.
They really offer exceptional luxury, and I know you will have a brilliant time. And let's just show you what's included, because you do get a choice of freebies on this one, just depending on which dates you choose. So you can either choose from free drinks, free $600 on-board spend, or free excursions, free gratuities, and an additional $200 spend per cabin if you go for the 17th of March. So really worth thinking about that, getting loads more just by choosing that date. If you decide to go on the 8th of December, the 1st of Jan, or the 23rd of February, you will also get free gratuities. And return flights, they're based in London, but actually there are 8 regional airports with no supplement as well. And don't worry, there's a lot of information there to take in. If you give us a call right now, then the call centre, they'll talk through all
Of course they can explain it. Basically what they're doing, you're booking the cruise and they're giving you some optional extras. Certain dates are giving you a little bit more.
Yeah, so they'll talk through all of that, don't worry, if you give us a call right now. We've already had quite a few sellouts on the 1st of December, so a lot of those dates have gone there. Well, a lot of those options have gone on the 1st of December, but we've still got other dates available.
We have, exactly.
We're selling really well, that one, really well. Right, we're going to move on now to a fantastic offer from Thomson. We heard about that mini cruise earlier, but this is a 7-night cruise where you will get a free upgrade from an inside to an outside cabin, and of course all tips and service charges are included as well. So let's take you on board.
So, I mean, Thomson Cruises sell very, very well. Whenever we have a deal on TV, they always sell really, really well. And again, they've launched the new ships, the Discovery 1, 2 and the Explorer coming out next year. But again, the Dream and the Majesty and the Celebration always are very, very popular. What people really like about Thomson's is the entertainment, the staff. It's a British cruise line. It's geared towards the British market. And again, it's just won awards last couple of months, again, for the entertainment on board, which is very good.
And everything's in the British pound, isn't it?
Everything's in the British pounds. And again, you can also upgrade. There is drinks packages you can buy on board as well. But again, people just feel comfortable on Thomson's. They feel very relaxed. I would say for people's first-time cruise as well, this is quite a good one to go to. I mean, obviously, money's whatever people can afford. But if you want to try a 7-day cruise, just out of the height of season, maybe not great with the summer really hot, this is not going to break the bank at £600. It's a good opportunity to go and see Thomson's.
And I know I've got some friends watching tonight, Carl and David and the Isle of Wight, and they had a Thomson cruise last year and absolutely loved it.
Did they?
Yes, loved it.
I tell you, people that book Thomson cruises tend to book time and time again. They just feel, as I said, they just feel comfortable being on there. There's no airs and graces, freedom dining on there as well. And again, the staff on there make the ship.
Just a great atmosphere.
Exactly.
And look at the price. I mean, they offer great value for it. It works out under £86 per person per night, and you only need a low deposit. I think you need
About
just need to find £75 tonight.
Yeah, exactly, and that will get it reserved. But again, the thing with Thomson, their prices can change very, very quickly. So once it starts selling well, they put the prices up. Just bear that in mind.
I'm looking for a cruise for Mum because she's not done a cruise for a while, as she keeps reminding me.
You want to speak to someone who knows how to sell them.
So I'm looking at Thomson for Mum. I think she'd love it. Anyway, we're going to fly you over to Palma to start with, aren't we?
So yeah, we're going to fly into Palma, one of my favourite destinations. That's where you're going to fly into, and then you've got about 25 minutes transfer to take you down to the ship itself. Then you have a day at sea. I always think this is nice to have a day at sea at the start of the cruise. Just gets you introduced to the ship and obviously the facilities on there. Then we go across to Sicily. Now, we tend to go to the other side of the island normally, but we're going into Trapani here in Sicily. Beautiful old city. Again, if you're into your mob, your gangster films, the old mafia, of course Sicily is famous and synonymous with that. You've got a chance to go along the coastline. If you go into the city as well, you've got the cathedral, and you've also got the beautiful 17th century watchtower that looks over the bay, which is a very, very beautiful part of the city. Then into one of my favourite destinations in Europe, going into Sorrento. Now, most ships tend to go into Naples. This is actually going into Sorrento itself. Beautiful, stunning city. Great landscape all the way along that Amalfi coastline. You've got the orange and lemon groves, so you'll be smelling the citrus there. But again, just wander around in Sorrento, taking the beauty, and it's one of my favourite destinations I've been to in Europe.
I hear that often from our customers.
Because most people don't get to go there. They go to Naples and go to Pompeii or whatever, so you've got the opportunity to see Sorrento on here. Then into Rome and Civitavecchia. We've talked about it on one of the other cruises, but again, you dock in Civitavecchia, hour and a half's drive into Rome, and you get a chance to see as much as you can in one day. Then we go to Corsica, birthplace of Napoleon, and again you've got the beach area here in Propiania, and also the prehistoric site. We need to move on from Rome, guys. We're on to Corsica now. There we go. There we go.
Thank you, guys.
Propiana in Corsica. And again, a lot of the ships don't go in here, so this might be another port that you've probably not been to before. So again, just offering some alternative ports of call around this part of the world. Then, normally a lot of the ships go over back into Palma, or they go over to Ibiza. This is going into Menorca, into Mahon, which is
a lovely place.
Beautiful,
isn't it? I was there a few weeks
again,
ago.
a lot more chilled out than Mallorca and Ibiza, but again, a lot of families, British families, still going over there. A little bit more tranquil, but you're going into the capital. Mahon is the capital, and I've been there a couple of times before. And again, Ciudadela, around that area, you can just chill out, relax, and they've got a nice harbour area just to stroll, meander, take in some sights, and then back onto the ship. And then from there, back into Palma, and you'll disembark and fly home.
That is a great cruise from Thomson.
It's a nice one, and as I said to you, it's a really, really good introduction cruise, I think.
And Glenn, normally you'd be in the call centre, and if you were there right now, this one would always be busy, wouldn't it?
It would be, yeah. And again, the thing with Thomson's as well is because they own their own airline, they're very, very good with regional airports. So when you phone in the guys, I think this one is based on Bournemouth on the flights from here.
Or Bristol, Exeter and Liverpool, actually.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
Brilliant. But again, if you want to fly from one of the other airports, the guys will tell you the supplement for that as well.
Great, but you've still got a choice included there with no supplement.
Yeah, and transfers, tips, everything's included.
And all your transfers, your tips. So brilliant value, brilliant value. So let's just recap what's included, and everybody booking tonight will get a free upgrade from inside to outside. So you're going to get all of that natural light coming into your cabin. All tips and service charges are included. And yeah, great choice of airports. So return flights from either London, Bournemouth, Bristol, Exeter and Liverpool. Other ones are available for supplement, but those 5 are included.
That should cover most areas.
Yeah.
Most areas.
Yeah, brilliant. Some of our voice went really high there. Yeah. Now, I mentioned we've got 10 cruises, actually 11 with the last-minute deal. We've actually got some other last-minute deals for you right now. So let's just start off. We've got a 7-night Spain and Portugal with Marco Pierre White on board with P&O for the 4th of August. That's not far away at all, is it?
No.
And we've actually got a balcony from 899, because you are getting an upgrade from inside to balcony. So a massive upgrade there. For the 4th of August, to get a balcony for 899 is amazing, isn't it?
It's really, really good value.
what I am going to say is, because obviously got a lot on tonight's show, just to make it easy for the call centre, if you want to book that one right now, if you need more information, the ID number is 117729. So that's the last minute one from P&O on the 4th of August. And then, Glenn.
This is an amazing deal that we have with Oasis of the Seas. Used to be the biggest cruise ship in the world. I think the Ovation or Harmony's overtaken it by about a metre. But this one's based over in Orlando and a Western Caribbean cruise. So you've got 3 nights stay in Orlando, Florida. We can extend that longer if you wanted to. Return flights from London's. Transfers are not included, but they can be added when speaking to the team. And again, you've got Orlando down to Labadee, which is their private island in Haiti, Falmouth, Jamaica, Cozumel in Mexico, plus a few days at sea. And the main thing as well is the actual ship. The Oasis of the Seas is a destination unto themselves. ID is 129167, and the price is from 1249 for that.
Wow. Now, we've also got some luxury cruise last-minute deals as well. As many of you regulars know, I cruised with Azamara about 4 or 5 weeks ago. It was absolutely outstanding. I will be definitely cruising with Azamara again. I'm looking all the time, actually. It was amazing. So, there's a 6-night summer along the Riviera cruise. Price is starting at 1549. Now, you have to bear in mind, with Azamara, that all of your drinks and tips are included. They do work out amazing. And honestly, they're classed as boutique cruising. They are outstanding, and I've been on a lot of cruises. I was blown away by them.
They are amazing. They're very, very
amazing.
good. And again, it's another thing. People book Azamara once and book it time and again, like yourself.
It took me 7 years to book, and I'm like, why didn't I do it sooner? Anyway, promise me you're going to try Azamara tonight. ID number 88092 on that one.
And then from there, we've got something a little bit different. We've actually got Voyages of Antiquity. Now, this is a company that we don't feature very often on there. Again, high-class ships, very, very high class. And this is on the Odyssey. This is 12 nights going out of London to Lisbon. And this is going to include a free Kindle to read all your books while you're away, excursions, drinks with dinner and tips, inbound flight to London, plus all overseas transfer. No single supplement on this one. Now, this is going from the beautiful Tilbury, where I sailed from the other week, down to Honfleur, down into France, and then finishing up in Lisbon with a flight back. Now, the price is 1995. People think, oh, that's expensive. But for the product you're booking with Voyages of Antiquity, that is a very, very good price.
And we always get asked about single, ladies and gents. No single supplement. So, Pearl, if you're watching, we met a few weeks ago, no single supplement.
No single supplement. And the ID for that one is 142998.
Wow. So, who we got next? Ooh. But I really like this next one, because I would love to go to the Hawaiian Islands, never been. I'd also like to go to LA. This does it all. And it's with Princess Cruises, another big favourite of mine. And an amazing price. Now, the reason why the price is so low tonight, you're actually saving £760 per person off the brochure price. Now, Glenn knows cruise prices inside out. I'm pretty good with them, and the moment I saw that come up, I thought, hang on, that is really low for a cruise at this time of year going over to Hawaii with Princess as well.
Well, someone phoned me up the other day about it because I didn't know it was on the site, and I went, sorry, how much? And they told me, and I said, yeah, but we've then got to put the flights on that. She went, well, your price says it includes them. This does include them. That's how good it is.
She told you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. She knew what we give her a job. She's working with us now. But again, even if you look at flights over to that part of the world, over to LA, that's right, it can be expensive. So this is nice. And people say, oh, there's a lot of sea days on this one. Some people like the sea days. They've been busy at work. They just want to chill out before hitting Hawaii.
And I'm not if you want to go to Hawaiian Islands via ship, you have to have the sea days.
Exactly.
You know? So anyway, let's fly you to LA first of all. Now, you're actually going to be there for a night stay, aren't you?
Yeah. Now, I would personally change this and do 2 or 3 nights there. I'd definitely do Sunset Boulevard, do the Hollywood, do Universal, all that sort of area over there. So do at least 2 or 3 days over there. Don't do one. I think you need to add time on there. And then from there, once you've done your LA stay, you're then going to move, of course, to the Star Princess. Now, Princess ships are 5-star. They're very, very good quality. And what they are is they build the ships very similar. Every ship is very same. So if you've been on one, they're quite similar. So again, you've got 4 days here to relax, chill out as you head over to Hawaii.
And honestly, I sometimes have to force myself to get off a ship because the ships are they are floating resorts. There's so much to do.
There is.
So you know, you've got those days at sea to really enjoy the ship, enjoy the entertainment, enjoy the pool, enjoy the spa, enjoy the gym, enjoy just sitting and relaxing, having a drink, you know.
And it's going to be nice weather as you head over to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to be great.
Then we've got 4 islands on the trot, so you're going to hit these quite hard. So you're going to go Hilo first. You've got Rainbow Falls on Hilo. You've got the Botanical Gardens. You can do some kayaking. You can go over to Richardson Beach. Whatever you decide to do in the Hawaiian Islands is going to be spectacular. The scenery's great. What I would say is watch a couple of episodes of Hawaii Five-0, the new series, because that will just get you in the mood for Hawaii itself. That's what I usually do. And that shirt,
like that top tip.
The shirt the presenter had on earlier, I think he'd nicked that from Hawaii Five-0 anyway. Then we go on to Honolulu. Now, I've holidayed here. I've been fortunate enough to stay here before. My best friend's over there at the moment on a function over there for a week, which I'm very jealous. Now, again, if you want to stay on Waikiki Beach, you can do. That's the famous one. I would try and get up to North Shore. That's where they do the surfing. The other thing is definitely to go to the Arizona Memorial. Obviously, Pearl Harbor. It was one of the things on my bucket list. You can still see the pictures there. You really take in the feeling. And I think if you're going to do one thing, make sure you go to Pearl Harbor. That is going to be the highlight of your cruise. Then we go into Kauai, which is the next island. I've probably said that wrong. I do apologise. And again, with this one, you go into the volcanic islands, much more rugged. Beautiful scenery there. You've got the waterfalls, you've got the beaches, you've got something for everyone. If you're a nature lover, you will absolutely love this. And a perfect way to do this, it's not going to be cheap, is to maybe do the helicopter ride over the top.
It does look magical.
It is. It's spectacular.
Yeah.
And you will fall in love with the Hawaiian Islands. Then we go into Maui. Again, you can take a helicopter ride here. You can go to the Ocean Centre. You can also do some surfing if you wanted to. But again, a beautiful part of the world. And these 4 islands, you want to spend as much of your time off the ship, because obviously you can have sea days coming back. So experience as much as you can in this place, and you will fall in love with the Hawaiian Islands. And then once you've done your 4 islands, then you're going to start heading back to LA. Now, you've got 5 days at sea from there.
But you do stop off on the way via Mexico, don't you?
Yeah, so you've got 5 days at sea from Hawaii back to Mexico, and then into Ensenada. And here you could take a city tour if you wanted to. You've got the winery and the wine area, do a bit of kayaking, even horseback riding, or just chill out on the beach, just break it up before heading back into LA. So this one has got Hawaii in the middle, quite a few sea days either side to chill out and relax, and then a little stop off in Mexico on the way back for 1,500 quid.
But I promise you, Princess will really look after you on those sea days. You'll have a great time. That's one of the best deals we've ever seen on the show when it comes to the Hawaiian Islands. Amazing value. As Glenn said, you know, if you want to spend a bit more time in LA, it would really make sense to do that. We can arrange that for you, to a few extra nights there.
Yeah, we just moved the flights a couple of days earlier and a couple of extra days in the hotel.
So easy to do that. I would upgrade, I mean, you know, I think to upgrade for just £8 per person per night is really worth doing to an outside, and your return flights are based on London. I think that one is going to be a real top seller tonight.
I think it will be, yeah.
And a deposit only,
Exactly, that's what we like.
So price-wise, let's just check these out. So if you go for that lead date, we've got a price starting at 1,499. And to be honest, I think going away at the beginning of January is a great time to go.
Yeah, some people want to get away. I mean, even if that's not fitting in your schedule. I mean, if you look down to the 3rd of March, that's only £100 more, and that's a nice one.
Where are we looking?
3rd of March,
You're right. Well
3rd of March,
spotted.
$15.99.
That is a good one, isn't it? Yeah, I am shopping.
Oh, I'll be getting another phone call tomorrow.
Yeah, no, honestly, I really have got my eye on that one. I really have. Right, okay. I said that we're 10 crews in the show. Then we had Rob Collin. That made it 11.
Yeah.
And now, I'm just telling you, we are going to the phone lines.
Ruth must be watching.
It's not Ruth, is it? Seriously, is it Ruth? From Celebrity?
It is Ruth. Hi, Sean. Hi, Glenn.
Hi, Ruth.
Hello, Ruth. So it's all happening tonight. So, Ruth, we're already behind on time, you'd be pleased to know.
Okay.
What have you got for us?
Well, we've got a brand new sailing that has just gone on sale today. It's our weekend in Paris. It's a 2-night sailing from Southampton on the 28th of April on Celebrity Silhouette. We have sold hundreds of cabins today. All the interior and all the ocean view are already gone. The balconies start at $419, and that includes your free classic drinks package and free gratuities. But you're going to have to be so quick because we've sold hundreds.
Do you know,
a
Ruth,
weekend in Paris in April.
You never do. I mean, I often
They never do
mini cruises with Celebrity, do you? Generally speaking.
Very, very rarely. It's a chance of a lifetime. A taste of modern luxury, we call it.
Do you know, I've got friends...
And you've got the drinks package included on that as well.
Now, that again is really unusual.
Really unusual.
So is that tips as well, Ruth, or are they extra?
It is free gratuities for everybody as well. Amazing offer, but you've got to be quick.
Well, speaking to the guys in the office today, they've already been selling those already.
Yeah, well, Ruth said you've completely sold out of the inside and the outside, yeah?
Already sold out, but we've got balconies, concierge, your favourite aqua class, and some suites left.
Wow.
Do you know what's really good about that as well is we get so many people phone up, and I mean, celebrities sold so well this year, so prices have been quite... not high, but, you know, you're paying for celebrity this year. And people have said, I'd always love to try celebrity before paying out for our main holiday. Well, this is the best opportunity to do it. And if you want to treat yourself, you probably get a chance to see some of the other cabins, the aqua and the concierge. Great opportunity. And your drinks included and the tips.
To upgrade to concierge or aqua is really, really minimal. And then you can have the weekend in Paris or Normandy or on Fleur. It's a fantastic offer, but be quick.
Yeah, I've got so many friends that want to do a mini cruise on Celebrity, and I keep saying to them, they don't do them.
Yeah,
you know, because it's really rare
well,
to
the guys
get one.
did it. The guys, they had one this year, and most of the guys in the office have booked it and they've been on it.
Actually, Ruth, that just reminds me, my very first cruise was a mini cruise with Celebrity, and it hooked me forever. It was on the maiden voyage of the Eclipse.
Yeah.
Ruth, we're going to have to love you and leave you. Come and visit us soon on the sofa. We need a bit of glamour back.
I will. I'll be there in a few weeks.
Look
forward to seeing you.
All right, and I'm looking forward to my next Celebrity Cruise in October, Ruth. I can't wait.
Fantastic.
All right, thank you.
Cheers, Ruth. See you later.
I need to book that. Obviously, I've got so many friends that want to do mini
Yeah,
cruise
and as
with
I said,
Celebrity.
you know, with that, all that included on there, to try Celebrity is a really good opportunity.
So, just to recap, it was the 28th of April.
28th of April,
28th of April, 2 nights. Chance to visit Paris, but all the insides and outsides are sold out. The balcony was at 419.
419, but that includes your drinks and your tips.
Yeah, that's everything. Really well worth doing. Right, our next cruise. So that makes... We're going to end up with 12 tonight, by the sounds of things. P&O on board the Ventura. Very special chef on board this one.
We've got Atel Kutcher on here. He's one of the celebrity chefs that works with P&O. I know he's also got restaurants on some of the other ships as well, but he's on board for this particular sailing.
Well, talking of celebrities, we've got a massive celebrity,
a legend in his own house.
He was the most eligible bachelor in the UK. He's getting married next month. I can't wait to go to his wedding.
Never thought that would happen.
No, we didn't, no. His wife-to-be doesn't know what she's getting into. But anyway, yes, the one and only Mr. Keith Maynard.
Fresh from her multi-million-pound refit, P&O's Ventura was launched in April 2008 by Helen Mirren. She marked an exciting new direction for P&O Cruises and is a large, beautiful, contemporary and family-friendly ship with bags of character and a more informal onboard vibe that's making her a firm favourite with many passengers. One thing is for sure, you certainly won't go thirsty. With its emphasis on catering for today's British tastes, Ventura hosts numerous watering holes, from the visually stunning panoramic video wall of the metropolis through to a traditional pub, the Exchange. But this is my absolute hands-down favourite, Ollie Smith's new Glass House wine bar. It's a relaxed and stylish setting with tasty food available and also these wonderful flights where you can try lots of different new wines. With club or freedom dining on offer and a 24-hour buffet, you have real flexibility and you really can make the cruise fit your schedule. The recent refit also saw Atul Kutcher's Asian-inspired restaurant East added to Ventura's culinary arsenal. And when you do go, make sure you try the 24-hour slow-cooked lamb rendang. With 4 pools, a massive sports deck, special celebrity sailings, a new behind-the-scenes backstage tour, the biggest gym and spa in the fleet. There is loads to do on board Ventura other than just relax with a good book and top up your tan. But it's in the evening that this ship really comes alive. Vibrant West End style shows with exciting UK guest acts played twice nightly in the Arena Theatre. Then there's the excellent light entertainment which takes place in both the Havana Show Lounge and also the Tamarind Club. But what I like most is this stunning new atrium with this wonderful dance floor. The accommodation is bright, spacious and full of designer touches. There are big suites that can cater for up to a family of 6, through to these new single cabins that are a great cost-effective option for solo travellers like myself.
He's not solo anymore. Well, he won't be after the 22nd of August. But yeah, great price on this one. P&O, obviously, you know, giving you Loads of choices for everybody. And celebrity chefs on board this one.
Yep, that's right. It is. And again, this is quite similar to probably the Thomson one we were teaching. The price is so good. So again, for first-time cruisers, don't want to break the bank, want to try cruise and see what it's all about. The good thing is it's going from Southampton, so you can also have the Holiday Inn at Winchester. We work with those now, and you can have your one-night pre-stay, obviously, and they'll chauffeur you to the port and give you better breakfast as well on there.
And you've got to bear in mind, you know, looking at that lead date, we're not talking about the middle of winter, we're talking about the 8th of June.
It's a nice time of year to go, really nice. And Ventura's, it does what it says in the tin. It's been such a popular ship since it got launched. And again, P&O, British Cruise Line, British Entertainment, British Cruise Director, it just caters for the market well.
Anyway, no flying, nice and easy, take as much luggage as you like, pack your bags, arrive at Southampton. And, do you know, I put a thing on Facebook saying, what do you love about cruising? A lot of people said, you know, they love just cruising from Southampton, no flying, the holiday begins straight away. Your first day is at sea.
Always nice to have a day at sea. And then we're going to Vigo. Vigo, popular destination in the top half of Spain there. And again, from this one, very good just to go off, wander around the town there. And again, they've got a lot of fish restaurants, if you like, your shellfish and your fish. Go off there and have some lunch. But again, you could go a little bit further afield, take one of the excursions. But Vigo's a nice introduction to the cruise itself. We then head down into Lisbon. Now, Lisbon, I always say this on the show, that I do think it's one of the best sailings in Europe. You know, going under the 25th of April bridge, you've got the Christ the Redeemer statue, you go past all the sites. And then when you head into town itself, you've got the yellow trams that run around the town. The square is beautiful. You've got the commemorative square, and then you go under the archway there into the main square. Even a trip up on the glass elevator. They have the glass elevator there to get panoramic views of the town. Lisbon's great, but make sure at the end of the day you're on the back deck, glass of wine, just going under the bridge. It's quite impressive.
It really, I only visited for the first time on my Azamara cruise a few weeks ago, and really loved it.
Did you do an Azamara cruise, did you? Oh, you haven't mentioned it. Okay, moving on.
Hey, I did eat a lot of custard tarts there as well.
I bet you did, yeah. Then we go on to Leixos, which is the gateway to go into Porto. Again, if you like your port, this is the home of the port. But a very hilly area. And of course, we do a lot of our river cruises that go along the Douro. And the Douro is one of the most popular river cruise venues. But obviously, you're going to be there on the ocean cruise. You go under all the bridges. You'll see the village. It's a stunning, stunning part of the world. But it is quite hilly, so make sure you've got good walking shoes on or trainers. Then a day at sea, and then back into the beauty of the Channel Islands into St Peter Port. Now, the amount of people I say, it's just off our coastline, that have never been here. Home of the rich and famous. Obviously, you know, to live there, you've got to have a few quid in the bank. But actually, St Peter's Port itself is stunning. Make a trip out. One trip I would recommend, because obviously it was famous in the war. It was the only part of Britain that got occupied by the Germans. So they actually occupied it there. And you can actually go and see the old gun turrets that were trying to defend the island. But a trip to go and see the underground hospital is very interesting.
Yeah,
the German underground, very eerie, very strange place to go and see. But again, do a tour in the morning and then spend the afternoon just relaxing, go for some lunch and taking the views. Then back to Southampton and then off the ship.
I mean, I think it's brilliant at 579. I really do. And that is a lovely port to finish the cruise with. And it works out, by the way, under £83 per person per night.
Really good value.
Yeah, really good value. So let's just recap what's included with P&O on this one. Only deposit needed tonight, don't forget. So you've got the celebrity chef Atul there on board on the 4th of May and the 20th of July. So he'll be on board on those 2 days. You can upgrade to an outside from just £50 per person based on the lead date. And if you do live a long way from Southampton, there's nothing worse than on the day having to drive down, being a bit stressed, getting stuck in traffic. So why don't you stay the night before at the Holiday Inn in Winchester, which is really close by. We've got a really great relationship with them, so you can stay there for only £95, and that will include breakfast, but actually includes all your parking for the week and your transfers.
It does. And the other thing I was going to quickly say is if you really want to dine in his restaurant while you're on that, what I would say is if you do book the cruise for, I think, the 4th of May or the 20th of July, as soon as you book it, go onto your cruise book, personalise it and book a table in that restaurant, because it will sell out. Whenever the chefs are for their restaurants, they sell out quickly.
And let's just share with you the prices for the other dates and the different cabins that are available. So starting at just $579, but the upgrades to the outside really well worth doing. The balcony's really good. We've got balconies there starting at $799.
Yeah, really good value. Yeah.
Right. Hey, believe it or not, we've only got one.
We've got no more phone calls, have we? Or
I can't guarantee that. Apparently they said no.
Right, okay.
But we have got one final cruise, and it's a biggie, and it's with Viking River Cruises. Now, I will let you know, This currently has £1,000 off, and the offer was extended, but it will be coming to close at the end of July. And it is an exclusive offer because we're going to give you a free Silver Spirits drink package on board the cruise part of this.
Yeah, I mean, we featured this cruise a few times with similar packages over the last couple of months. But again, whenever we put this on, because people want to experience China, but they're a bit worried about how they're going to do it and feel secure. So this is fully packaged up. And this literally takes in Terracotta Warriors, Great Wall, the Yangtze River Cruise. I was speaking to one of our clients yesterday, Margaret, who I'm dealing with at the moment, and she's looking at doing a China cruise. And again, it's how you get around that part of the world. This is all packaged up for you.
Yeah, so it's just nice and easy. No hassle, no stress. We're flying you over to Shanghai, first of all.
Into Shanghai. If you've never been there before, the old town meets modern cities. Sorry. And again, a beautiful part of the world. You've got the skyscrapers, stunning part of the world, and make sure you get to see as much as possible.
And then, so you're there for 2 nights, so you get your 2-night hotel stay, and then you embark the Viking Emerald for a 6-night cruise. And let's just give you a little taster. Now, obviously, smaller ship, far less passengers on a river cruise. And what I used to think was that a river cruise, you know, the ships wouldn't be that opulent, but they really are gorgeous nowadays, aren't they?
It's going to hold 256 people, so it's a bigger river ship, but not too big.
No. So, again, loads to do. You know, shopping on board, various bars. I believe you can even get made-to-measure clothes and suits and things like that.
Viking is exceptional. I mean, they are the most popular river cruises out there. And again,
they're all advertised on the telly all the time.
Exactly,
aren't they?
yeah. So this one is going to include a 6-day river cruise along the Yangtze, through the 3 gorges, and it's a beautiful chance to see some of the smaller villages that you go to before heading in to some of the big ports of call.
And you have been seeing a few drinks being served there. Don't forget, Planet Cruise have an exclusive free Silver Spirits drink package on board as well. Obviously, lovely choice of rooms as well, whether you want to go for the veranda main deck, the veranda middle deck, the upper deck, and the junior suites as well.
People always ask us as well about what the different prices are on there. Now, if you go, it's basically, if you imagine looking at, the whole thing with river cruising is different. Look at that cruise we've just done on the Princess, okay? So you've got days at sea, you're just looking at the ocean, okay? When you do a river cruise, you're going to have moving scenery the whole time. Now, if you have a lower deck, obviously it's going to be slightly lower. The higher you are, the more views you're going to see out of your balcony. So that's why it's a little bit more expensive to go on the higher decks. But again, whatever you have, make sure you have those windows, because you could just sit there while your partner's having a shower and getting ready for the night time and just watch all the scenery go past.
And don't forget, Planet Cruise are there to help. Everyone in the call centre, just like Glenn, they've been on the ships, they understand the cruising industry, and they want to find the right cruise for you and the right state.
We do. And again, with this one as well, if people are sort of, well, what's it all involved? We've got a full printout of everything that's included on this particular package, but it ties in everything. People also ask about visas. What do we do with visas in China? We can advise about those as well, and they will organise them for you.
Great.
So we can do it for you.
Anyway, it's a big adventure, this one. So we've already taken over to Shanghai. We've had our 2 nights there, haven't we? Day at leisure there. We're on board, and I'm going to let Glenn do the pronunciations on this.
Yeah, right. So what we're going to do is go through this slowly, but I'm not going to go through some of the pronunciations. No, because I'll have a wolf shouting in at me. But we go into Wuhan first, and that's where you're going to board the vessel, and that's where from there you're going to be doing your river cruise. Now, again, I won't go into too much detail because, again, I don't know too much about China, so I don't want to sort of insult anybody, but just go. But yeah, I should go on this cruise. I definitely should be going on this cruise. But again, with this one, it's going to take you on your river cruises along the Yangtze. Now, again, when you make your way along the Yangtze River, you'll have the guides with you the whole time on board the ship. They'll be given commentaries as they go down on the river, but you'll be seeing different places as you cruise along. Now, again, when you make your way along there, you'll see the different sort of towns and villages. You'll also go up to the 3 Gorges Dam, which is very, very impressive if you've never seen it before.
I think we've got some images of that. Actually.
We have, yeah. I think if we go through and start having a look at some images, but again, you'll see that there. You've got the lesser 3 Gorges, the 3 Gorges Dam, and that's how you make your way. So again, this is the scenery that you'll be seeing. So it's so much nicer on a river cruise. You can just sit back, relax, and take in the history. And if you're into China and you want to see this, great way of doing that on there for you. You then go down into Shibuya, where you get a chance to go to the temple. And again, temples throughout the whole experience. And your guides will be with you all the time, giving you plenty of information. So you'll be an expert on China by the end of this particular cruise. Then into Conching, which is another part of the world. Again, the aerial views there you can see. Again, the skyscrapers jumping out of the city. And again, you've got a chance of the tours there. But the culture and history there, you know, is so different to being in sort of Europe and over into the States. So this is so interesting to go and see. We then head from there to Hawaiian. Now, Hawaiian's going to be one of the highlights, depending on what floats your boat the most. This is where you get to go and see the little fellas known as the Terracotta Warriors.
And there's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them. And again, they were discovered many years ago. The Queen went, I think, to see it in the 80s, really put it on the map. And it is becoming a bucket list for most people to do now. So if you want to see the Terracotta Warriors once in your, lifetime, that is a chance.
They're on my
to do
list, definitely.
It is. And as I said, the tours are included on there for you. Then we go from Hawaiian into Beijing. Now, Beijing is where you're going to be based for a couple of days because, again, you've got the opportunity to see the modern stretch of Beijing itself, plus the old summer palaces and the history, and then of course that is going to be the highlight, the Great Wall. Again, if you've never seen the Great Wall before, you've got that and the Forbidden City to see while you're in Beijing, and that is a great way to finish this complete package. It takes in everything you need to see. You've got the Yangtze, you've got the modern Shanghai, modern Beijing, you've got the Great Wall, you've got Tiananmen Square, you've got everything.
It is everything you want to do, isn't it?
Everything you want to do. But the good thing as well, it's all packaged up. Trying to do that yourself would be a logistical nightmare, and it's difficult to do. You don't speak the language, you can't read the signs. That's why you do it with Viking, and you do it all together.
And remember, you will be saving £1,000 currently.
£1,000, as I said, 31st of July. They've extended it for 1 month for us, and they've given it that for us. And we've got the Silver Drinks package, which will be on the River Cruise part for you.
And that is exclusive to Planet.
Exclusive. And as I said, the guys in the office can run through it. They've got a full running plan of what meals are included and all this sort of stuff, so we can give you all that information.
So this is just a little taster. So give us a call to find out more. So you will save up to £1,000, but that offer will finish at the end of this month. And I mentioned it is a Planet Cruise exclusive, so a free Silver Spirits drinks package on board the cruise part of this. And all those extra hotel stays in Beijing, Shanghai, Shanghai, and return flights based on London. Now, Glenn and I always like to go into the drinks packages a little bit further and in more detail, don't we?
We do.
So
we like to sample them.
We do.
Make sure they're all okay.
But it does mean any drinks up to $15, and that does include premium wines by the glass, cocktails and aperitifs there, the chef's table premium wine pairing, mini bar replacements, now we're talking, and 50% discount on premium beverages above $50 as well. So really, I mean, jokes apart, it's so nice to not have to worry about your drinks on board, isn't it?
Of course it is, yeah.
And then price-wise, we have had a few sellouts on this one already, but so we have got prices across the board. Then, as Glenn mentioned, the further up you go on the ship, so if you are going towards the middle of the upper decks, you've just got far better views. You've
got higher views looking down, but I mean, to be quite honest, if you look at that May 18 date, 3,000, I mean, it sounds a lot of money, of course it does, but look what you get in a 14-day package around China, and, you know, you couldn't do that yourself.
And when you think, you know, no, there's a lot there.
There is a lot there.
There is.
That's all your internal flight, any transfers, everything included.
No, it's amazing, man. It has been selling really well, but the price will go up at the end of this month. Do you know, I'll be honest, we were panicking. It was like 10 cruises to get through, but we did it. Yeah, we did it. So here's a recap.
We're all pros, mate, that's why.
I wouldn't go that far. But we started off with MSC brand new ship. It's her maiden season. She looks absolutely spectacular. And the price that, do you know, I actually looked at that and just thought, hang on, that's wrong. It's not. It was such a low price for maiden season.
And it's a new ship, which is really spectacular.
And don't forget, you have got the world famous Cirque du Soleil shows on board to watch as well. You can upgrade to all-inclusive from just £140 per person. That's £20 a day. And don't forget, if you'd like to stay in Barcelona pre-cruise for 2 nights, we can do that for just £50 per person there. And the ID number for that one is 137198.
Moving on to our second cruise, which is our Oceania, 5-star cruise line on here, going over to the Bahamas, Lucia, Antigua, St. Maarten from Miami. Lead date here is the 8th of December. Now, you can choose on this one from the free drinks, free $600 on board spend, or free excursions, so one of the three there. Free gratuities, an additional $200 spend when booking the 17th of March, 18. Then free gratuities when departing on the 8th of December, the 1st of Jan, or the 23rd of Feb 2019. Return flights from London, but the good thing with this, they've got 8 regional airports with no supplement. And again, itineraries can slightly differ depending on the departure date. But that one, the ID on that one is going to be in a minute when it comes up. There you go. 148742 as magic, and the lead price there, 2339 per person.
Then we had that wonderful cruise from Thomson on board the Thomson Majesty. And it's the 7-night Treasures of the Med. So an upgrade, free upgrade, I should say, from inside to outside. All your tips and service charges taken care of. And look, you've got a choice of, well, 5 airports included. That's London, Bournemouth, Bristol, Exeter and Liverpool, including the price on the screen. But we have got some other airports available just for supplement as well. Low deposit on this one as well.
£75 per person.
Brilliant. £75 tonight is all you need to find per person to secure your place.
Then from there, we're going over to Hawaii. You've got your beautiful cruise going over to LA. Make sure, say, if you've got the time to do it, extend for a couple of days in LA at the start, and then you've got your trip over to Hawaii with the 4 islands. Now, you've got a 1-night stay there, but as I said, extend it, upgrade to an outside cabin for just £8 per person per night, based on the lead date. Return flights are from London. The ID on that one is 153399, and that's from $14.99 per person to Hawaii. And you're saving £760 per person on that deal tonight.
That's why that price does look so low for, you know, the Hawaiian Islands in LA. Really low. Then P&O, 7 nights, Portugal and Spain on board the Ventura. Great price. Bear in mind, it is the 8th of June, so, you know, peak season should be great weather as well. You can upgrade to an outside from £50 per person. And if you do want to make sure that you're dining in Atol's restaurant, as Glenn said,
go on the cruise
personalise and then go on your cruise personalise it and get that sorted, because that will no doubt sell out very, very quickly. ID number for that one is, go and turn that thing around again, Glenn. Thank you.
There we go.
There you go. 124869.
And then our final one, we're off to China again. This is our Imperial Jewels of China from Shanghai, with the stunning Viking Emerald 5-star deluxe on here as well. Save up to £1,000, but again, they've extended this only to the 31st of July. Planet Cruise exclusive, which is the free Silver Spirits drinks package on board the river section of the river cruise section of that. You've got 4 nights hotel stay in Beijing, 2-night stay in Shanghai and Xi'an, and then you've got return flights from London plus overseas transfer. 149873 is the ID. Starting price is 2895 for the 11th of November.
And then very quickly, we are almost out of time. We have the last minute specials. Don't forget, we have the P&O at 899.
And then we've got the Oasis of the Seas on Royal Caribbean.
And then the luxury deals we had are amazing, Azamar. I'd love you to try them. Honestly, outstanding. Starting there at 1549.
And then you're something a little bit different. The Voyage of Antiquity on the 22nd of August. So late deals with a little bit of luxury.
And don't forget, we also had Ruth, Colin and Rob. Ruth has got that mini cruise with Celebrity for the 28th of April. And the price was there at 419. Only balconies remaining. Mini cruise with Celebrity.
And then finally was that Thomson one, the 4-night one, going from Malaga down to Tenerife. Don't ask me the date, can't you?
Neither can I.
No.
November sometime, wasn't it?
That was a busy show.
Thank you so much, Glenn. We'll see you, Glenn, in a couple of weeks. Book your cruise out now.
Cheers, guys.
We'll see you soon.